Welcome to a surf set blend session. Every blend session consists of cardio, strength, core, and surf inspiring elements. We will begin with a warm up. Let's start with plank position. Body surfing. This movement is unique to the surf set because of the ability to shift from right to left rather than a static plank on the floor. Move nice and easily from side to side while engaging the core. Let's move to the second position, sub stance. Put your feet in the center of the board and stand back up. We simulate SUP by rocking from right to left. This helps the trainees to get used to the board's movement. After a few times, let's perform a SUP squats. Sit with your weight back into the heels while engaging the core and elevate your chest. Drop the hips into the squat position. Your trainees may shake on the board. It's okay. We want to shake things up. Beginners tend to shake simply because their stability and the core muscles are beginning to work. Perform 10 or more sets and let's hold in that squat position. Balancing your weight equally between both legs helps maintain stability. Now let's move to the second standing position, which is the surf stance. We begin with a carve, adding a squat. Rock your weight from toes to heels, keeping your knees bent, dipping the board into the water. Finish with a barrel squat. Grip the front rail between your feet and stretch up the other hand. It's very important not to let your knees bend inward while doing this exercise. Last exercise of the warm-up is the surf squat across. This exercise helps the trainees to feel more comfortable, learning to shift their weight from side to side. Keep your weight low and centered. After repeating the entire warm-up sequence twice, we will move to our first cardio session. In these entire sequences, we work 30 seconds and then rest for 15. First, let's start with running on the beach. We run on the beach with a 15-second sprint. It's important to remember to land your feet lightly and to keep the stomach in. Put the elbow close to your body. We stay on the beach and move to the second cardio movement, the hot sand. Grip the board, engaging the core, and keep a flat back. Put one foot on the board and then the other. Use the breathing to stay in focus. Inhale while putting the foot on the board, exhale while getting off the board. Relax for 15 seconds and begin the third move. Wave runner. Get into the plank position, place your knee between your hands and slowly raise the tempo. Keeping your core engaged helps stability. We repeat the last three exercises again, and now that your trainees are more acquainted with the drill, you can pace things up. In the strength part, we will learn how to get on the waves and do a pop-up. Let's begin with the first step. We start in a prone position, hands out on the side, go up to a plank and back down. Is to keep a flat back. You can use your knee to increase stability and to help to take pressure off from the lower back. Rather than thinking about this as a pushing yourself up, think of this as a pushing the board into the water. This will help you engage the core. After 10 or more sets, we will move to the second step. We'll start at the same way we start in the first step, but now we will walk or jump to a sub stance. Stay focused and land lightly on your feet. Remember to keep your eyes up and keep your feet at a good distance from each other in order to maintain balance. The third step began the same way the first step began, but now we will twist from the core and land lightly in surf stance. Stay low and don't lose contact with the board. Remember the barrel squat from the warm-up? Now we will go up to this position from a plank. We will repeat this exercise a few times. Don't forget to switch sides. After finishing the 3 steps, let's go back and do this all again. After learning to catch some wave, it's a good time to go back to the beach to another cardio session. We will repeat the same 3 cardio moves we performed in the first session. We'll start with the running on the beach with 15-second spring, move to a hot sand, and the last move will be the wave runner. Remember to breathe, to stay focused, and to engage the core. In this round, let's focus on keep the board stable. It's easy to raise your heartbeat. The real challenge is to quickly recover and begin your next exercise fresh. The cardio sessions help improve athletic capacity, glucose metabolism, and fat burn ability. Now that we know how to catch the waves, let's learn how to get out of the ones we miss. Duck dive. We start in a plank position. Bend your elbows and keep them close to your ribs. Pull it back from the hips and the toes. You can bend your knees to gain control and to take pressure off the lower back if you need to. After you perform 10 or more sets, let's take the challenge and go up to a lunge. Slowly bring the left leg up between your hands, engage the core, and press your heel down into standing position. If you feel comfortable, you can start going up and down. If not, just stay standing and keep focus. Go back and do it all over again with the other leg. Don't forget to repeat it all one more time. We start with sitting on the board and doing the kayak twist. Make a fist with the hand and paddle down and back into the water on each side. To challenge the movement, you can lose the grip of the legs from the board. Keep the chest up. To the next exercise, we will roll down to our back and do the jaw sit-ups. We lay down on the board and like the shark's mouth, we close the hand and the legs in the same time. This is a full core exercise. Stay focused. Use your oblique. The third exercise is the sunrise. Bring the chest out to the left and lift the legs point out to the right. You can use your hand to extra support. Let's relax the lower back and roll over back to plank for the last exercise on the core session. Plank lateral crunch. Keep the back flat while bending the right leg and bring the knee laterally to the right elbow. Repeat on the left side while keeping the hips level. Engage the core. Push the board into the water and relax. Let's finish this training with a surfing session. We'll start on the beach, jumping on the board and back to the beach. Remember, the board is a low impact, but the floor isn't, so engage the core muscles and land lightly. After 30 seconds of high-tempo movements, let's dive on the board and start paddling with 2 arms, heading to the deep sea. Now let's sit and wait for a wave for 15 seconds. I can see the peak of the wave now. So, roll over and start paddling, and let's get some wave with the full pop-ups on both sides. Paddle fast as you can and go to full pop-up. Stay low. Look forward. Don't lose contact with the board. Stay focused. Breathe. Engage your core. Use your obliques. Now let's stand up while curving on the wave, closing our legs to the tail and perform a longboard walking while trying to maximize the amount of steps on the board, both back and forward. Our heart is pounding now and it's really hard to maintain balance. Try to breathe. Stay focused and don't fall off the board. Let's move to a sub stand and perform a water walker on both legs. Bring one foot to the middle of the board and extend the other foot out to the side of the board, dipping the foot into the water forward and reverse. Use your hand for stability and look up into the horizon. Now let's finish riding this wave with a barrel squat. Good job, good lesson. Let's stretch and cool down. Let's bring down our heartbeat with breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's perform a sub squat twist. You can push your hands together or take them apart to enjoy an extra stretch. Let's do it to the other side. Breathe in, breathe out. Go twist and stretch. Let's grip the rail, trying to lift the nose of the board, keeping your weight into your heels. Stretch the back, the hamstring. Switch position via duck dive, move into a mermaid and stretch, looking both right and left, stretching the obliques. Breathe. Now let's stretch both of the hamstring muscles, enjoying a long and slow movement. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Don't close your eyes. You're still on the board. And now let's finish with a different challenge. Good luck.